Hello and welcome back to Blue Tinted Glasses. It is match day, Leicester City versus Brighton, which means, of course, we are here for match day live. Sorry, my one-arm glasses here. I need to get another pair out. Of course, we're joined by Neil, and Neil, as always, Luke is on his way. Don't worry. Neil, mate, how's it going today?
I'm good. You know what? I've not been excited for a game in quite a while, especially after the last game. Steve Cooper was a little bit exciting because you don't know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen under Rude, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to it because it could be an upset. But I'm not going to say anything too much. I'm just really excited to see a style of play, a formation, and team that actually care.
Yeah, a formation that isn't a half-eaten pizza slice, of course. That's what we want to see. And Neil, mate, what's going on? How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Looking forward to this one. Tough opposition, but let's see what we can do.
Absolutely. Anybody who is watching, please get your comments throughout the stream from now to half-time to full-time. Get them in throughout the show. Right, let's get into it. We have the team news. It is there on your screen, on the right side of your screen. Let's add Luke in as well, just in time. Let me come to Luke first, mate. First of all, how are you? And second of all, what do you make to the team?
Fucking hell! All right, how you going, everyone? I'm Luke from Leicester City down under. What's your name? I think, to be honest with you, I think it indicates that El Canoes is probably going to be most likely playing in the middle because Buenota can't play, McAteer on the right, and I on the left. I'm curious to know you guys' thoughts. I don't know if you guys have talked about it already briefly yet, but I find it strange. I still stand by the IU as a finisher. I think he's slow. I think that his hold-up play, if he doesn't link up anything and he gets fouled, it doesn't offer much. I'd still think that as lazy as he was in that one moment, which I know you're screaming and thinking about Locks, and he didn't track back and he was slow. I think he tracked back plenty in the season before, and I just think that he makes so much more of an impact coming off than IU does, and he just looks like our most threatening player going forward with the ball.
Well, it's a topic that we've discussed on the channel literally all week about Mavididi. I don't think personally myself that he does offer enough defensively or tracking back. But Neil, as somebody who hasn't been on the channel this week, let's hear your insight into it all.
On the formation or the starting lineup?
Well, we'll talk. Yeah, Mavididi. This topic, Mavididi not being in the team, IU being there instead.
Yeah, for me, that I'm not as surprised as other people because I think when you did your post-match, you both did, and you talked about the reason why the wingers were in the team is more for defensive qualities than offensive qualities. So you can get the box midfield in play, feed the ball into Vardy, and then you've got the people on the break. Now, the problem, now I'm with people that I think that Jamie Vardy is, I think that IU is a finisher. However, if he comes on and plays the Shinji Okazaki role, runs himself into the ground, gets up and down, defends a lot, and then you're bringing on Mavididi for the next 30 minutes, then I think that's perfectly acceptable. One thing that I think forgot, or something that wasn't mentioned, Mavididi was, I wonder if he was blowing after about 15 minutes of playing on the pitch, even though he came on as a sub. And for me, that was really surprising, considering the guy's coming into like the peak of his career. So I'm quite in that saying that I wouldn't, if he started badly for the first 30 minutes, then we would, then it would be, I wouldn't be as happy. But do you know what? I understand why Rude's done it. But I think we will see Mavididi after about 60 minutes.
And Neil, talk to us, mate, because it's quite interesting. When Cooper was here, we used him playing IU over Mavididi as a reason to get him sacked. But now we find ourselves saying, well, actually, Mavididi probably isn't best to start. So what's your take on it all?
I think we're asking the wrong question because I think El Canoes is starting instead of Mavididi. So it's who would you play as the 10 in the middle? So he's put IU there. So I think we're making a big deal out of nothing is actually my opinion. But let's see. We might start up and he's on there because what happened is he did move Bilal into the middle, didn't he, in the second half? So is he going to keep that way or is he going to start with him on the left-hand side? But given that he's basically chosen exactly the same lineup, only making one change, which was the forced change, I would imagine he will start the same way that we started against West Ham. So that was going to mean El Canoes on the left-hand side and I guess McAteer on the right-hand side. So that means IU is going to be the 10. And in that case, if he's going to be then in the 4-4-2 press with Vardy, I think that makes a lot more sense because those two will put the effort in defensively, the compact 4-4-2, etc., etc. So let's see how it goes. I mean, we can always, we're going to have pace later on. I get the point about starters and finishers, but I mean, this is a really, really good team. We're not going to have much of the ball, I think, in the in the first half would be my prediction.
Yeah. Luke, the defense, mate, unchanged. I mean, there is only one change to the team. It's Ayew and for Buonanotte who can't play. But the defense, are you happy it's unchanged? Fast has been dropped, obviously, for the West Ham game. He made a cameo in the second half because of we think it was a tactical change because of the changes that West Ham made. But are you happy to see the same back four again? Or would you have preferred to have seen maybe a Coley to come in instead of someone?
Not if he's not ready yet, but I am very, very interested. Like Cody starting again, like they are very intriguing. I think for me in that back four, it's all eyes on the fullbacks and how they played today. I know they had a really good game. Or Christensen did. JJ, questionable, like moments of good, moments of bad. But I'm really curious to see how the fullbacks crack on today.
Neil, obviously Luke just talked about the fullbacks. Mitoma. You expecting a tough game for James Justin today?
Yes, but if we're moving into a back three, or again, if it's a 1-on-1, I think one of the reasons the advantage of playing O'Connor Cody is that it gives you that defensive solidity on that side, and then you've got McAteer on the track back, so it's not as much of a 1-on-1. And let's be honest, it can't be that much worse than Cooper hanging him out to dry.
Yeah, Neil. You did just highlight a comment, not Neil, sorry, Neil. You just highlighted a comment which said not the strongest 11, no Welbeck or Adingra or O'Reilly. I mean, that's got to be a positive for us, isn't it?
It is, but I do think that it's notable that their strongest part of the team is the left-hand side because they've got Mitoma and Estupiñán. So we've got McAteer and Justin and Cody to help out against those two. Whoa. Sounds a bit painful to me. So let's see. I think that'll be the key battle in the game. If we can keep them quiet, I think we've got a chance. If we don't, could be a tough day.
Yeah, let's head to the comment section. Clibo says, come on, City. We need to take advantage today, get 7 points away from that relegation. Is that what it will be if we win? 7 points from relegation zone?
4 points at the moment.
Wow, that would be good. Matt says, I think Ayew is better as an impact sub. To be fair, that is what most of us have been saying all season. Clearly, Ruud is trying to inspire Mavididi to compete for a starting spot again. I mean, we'll all be happy if he comes off the bench and scores a goal. Of course we will. So let's just hope that happens. Cooper had no grasp of control of the dressing room and has let people get away with things. I hope it's not an Eden Hazard situation. Akif's talking about Mavididi there, I think. Let's talk on this one. Luke, Calamo says, McAteer needs to prove us wrong this season. Don't think he will get another opportunity at the top level. I mean, I was disappointed to see him in the starting 11 against West Ham. I'm not his biggest fan, but he did quite well. So, you think he can make another impact today?
He can do, mate. Like his final product hasn't been there, but granted, he hasn't been getting regular starts. A lot of people saying he's not Premier League quality. Definitely not at this point of his career. Maybe he never will be. Definitely Championship is level at for sure. I like it because it shows that he's willing to use the youth, Ruud van Nistelrooy, give other people a chance, and then the likes of Mavididi, the people that aren't starting, gives them something to compete for and try and prove a point in training, which just keeps everyone on their toes. No one's safe, like we saw under Rodgers in the relegation season.
Yeah, and Neil, what do you make to McAteer, mate? I mean, because we did the analysis, or you did the analysis earlier in the week, and we saw the switch over to the left in the second half. What are you thinking for him today?
He's been put in a team for his high work rate and his defensive ability, so I don't think we've got any problems with that. But yeah, I mean, if you look at the teams man for man, they're a lot stronger, even if it's not their strongest team. So I think that's the fear. But look, like I said, I mean, we've got another game, in 3 or 4 days' time or something like that. I mean, the games come thick and fast now over Christmas. So you got to rotate through the squad. Every single player is probably going to get minutes, even starting or coming on. So fair enough. He hasn't played much. He'll be fit. And he will definitely put in a shift in. We're going to need that against Brighton today. So let's wish him luck.
Yeah, I mean, same to you, Neil. What did you make to McAteer against West Ham, and are you happy to see him in the lineup today?
I mean, it's who else takes him out, and I don't think there's really a player with a strong enough case to really take him out of that position. I'm with you. I think that the defensive reason is why he's in there. And I think, did he play full 90 against West Ham? Was he taken off?
No.
Decordova-Reid, was it? Did he come on?
Yeah, they changed the front four, didn't they? They changed the entire front four.
Yeah.
Apart from Bertel Knudsen. Okay. So he's got some time. And again, it shows that, again, if he only comes on, does the defensive work, because let's be honest, Brighton are going to try and keep possession. They're going to try and attack us a lot. But yeah, I'm in a position where I think that I give him another opportunity. He did develop under Enzo, but it's how we just don't know. But we've not seen the best from him so far. But I think he's not super young as well. He's 23, so he is coming into the peak of his career relatively soon.
Yeah. Yeah. Joseph says, morning, cannot watch your watch along because your stream is faster. Well, a little tip for you, Joseph. Just pause. You can pause on YouTube. Let your stream catch up with us. I'll have a clock at the bottom of the screen. So pause the watch along when it starts. Wait for your stream to catch up, and then you can press play. Tushy. Hope you guys win. I like Rude. Where's the other one? Henry says, surprised Daka ain't starting the way Rude has been bringing him up. I mean, Luke, I think he's letting Daka come off the bench, make an impact. And I mean, if he scores again today and Vardy doesn't, I think there then would be a case to maybe start him against Newcastle.
Yeah, maybe, mate. Let's just not forget as well, we're probably going to have to treat the next, 5 games kind of like the championship season, where we are going to see more rotation in starters and finishers. Daka, Vardy, Mavididi, Ayew, the likes of them. You're going to probably see some rotation over the next couple of weeks, to be fair, to keep people sharp. And Daka's been off for a while as well. I know I'm not his biggest fan, but he had a great goal, and he has slowly been integrated back into the side. So let's not throw him into the deep end too fast and injure him.
Yeah. And Neil, Tony says, is this a Rude 4-4-2 formation? I mean, it will be in defence, won't it?
Yeah, out of possession 4-4-2. In possession, well, it can change. It can be many different things. But he likes the build of the free, so we're expecting to see Christensen getting up on the flank when we attack.
Yeah. Vardy must be clinical today. We can't fuck up any half chances we get. I fear this will be similar to West Ham with how many shots we will concede. I mean, obviously, we're coming towards kickoff. And Neil, do you think it will be similar? Do you think we might struggle with that? Concede a lot of shots, a lot of chances, or do you think maybe we've worked on that over the last few days in training, and we could pull some out of the bag and prevent that?
I mean, if you think about it, he's only been in 6 days into a job. He signed technically on a Friday. So for me, it's just giving the time to work, and Brighton is a really tough test for him. Let's see what we can do. Again, even if the 4-4-2, I think you're right, defensively works, because we're just gonna have to limit them with chances outside the box. So hopefully it'll be a better performance, but because it's against a much better opposition. So let's see. At the end of the day, if we're just seeing a formation and we're seeing a process to buy into, that's all that really matters, really. And as long as it keeps us safe, again, I'd take a draw right now.
Yeah. The weather looks terrible. I mean, Anil, hopefully it doesn't affect El Canusa's performance like the Everton game, if you remember that on his debut, because it was...
Yeah, that was I think it doesn't look as bad as that, but a wind can be a problem. I don't know if you saw that commentary game yesterday where the guy was trying to take the corner and he had to wait like 2 minutes. The ball kept blowing away. So it can legit be an issue. I mean, yeah, we've got storm weather in some parts of the UK.
Clammo says the terrible weather probably favours Vardy. Yeah, maybe. I don't. Yeah. 9-0 at Southampton came under pissing rain. That is true, actually. Did Manny win money in Vegas? You'll have to ask him. No idea. Where's this one? I just saw a comment which I wanted to bring up. Do we see Fass again? Do you think, Luke, that we might see another cameo from Wout Faes in the second half or something? Or would you rather try and avoid that possibility?
I'd rather avoid it, but yeah, I've seen now twice Ruger that once under United and once under City where he's preemptive and makes a sub in the second half. It all depends on, I guess, on how the game goes. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling quite optimistic. I know Brighton's a good side, but we're at home. We've got that managerial bounce. We've got a little bit of momentum and positivity back around the club. I'm sure with that win, some of the lads, or a lot of them, have bought behind what Rude is starting to bring in. I do think we are going to see a 4-4-2 possession. I think he's just going to start with the defense. He's not been here long. Let's get that defense more compact, and then let's work on the fluidity as the weeks go by. We've got more time to integrate his style with the lads.
Everybody in the comment section, start getting your score predictions in now. And Nil, will we? This would be Brighton's second loss in a row. Will it happen? What's your score prediction?
Let's hope so, but I'm going with the Desmond. I think it'll be 2-2.
Wow. Okay, Neil.
I was going to go 1-1.
1-1. 1-1. Okay, Luke.
I'm going to go Leicester 3, Brighton 2.
Nice. Sorry to shit on the parade. I'm going 2-1 Brighton, unfortunately. Yeah, but again, I think I've said this all week. I've stuck with it. I've stuck with the prediction all week. But as long as we see a decent performance, bit of fight throughout the 90 minutes, progress, that's the main thing. Progress, then I think we'll all be happy. Right. We're just a few minutes away, so I'll let you all go. See you at halftime, lads. Thank you so much. See you very, very soon. Cheers to Neil, cheers to Luke, and cheers to Anil. They will be back at halftime, of course, like they always are. Keep getting your score predictions in because I will get them up in just a second. Let me just press that. And there we go. Sorted. Okay. Score predictions are in. Loads of them. Keep getting them in if you haven't already. Hunter says 2-1 to Leicester. Zaid says 2-1. Tom says 3-1 Brighton. No worries, mate. Ray says 3-2 to Leicester. Clemo says that he was 2-2 the other day, but now I think we will win because I'm delusional. Womp says 2-2. Wolf Henry says 3-1 to the Foxes. Clemo's going for 4-2 now. And he reckons it's going to be game of the day. If you are new around here, this is how it all works. Over there, you've got the team. That's the lineup there, the subs. They're all there. Below that, if you want to follow us on Twitter, then please do. If you subscribe during the stream, brain fart. If you subscribe during the stream, this number will go up, of course. There is the score and there is the time. The clock will run. So if you are watching the game and you do fancy keeping us on, then you can just sync it up, press pause on YouTube or your stream or whatever, sync it up and you'll hear us as well. The players are out on the pitch. The camera pans to Ruud van Nistelrooy there on the sideline. Shakes hands with the Brighton manager, whatever his name is. I can't remember. Andreas thinks it's 3-2 to Leicester. Henry says players walking out the tunnel. They are now, mate. Yep, they are on the pitch doing their handshakes to the Premier League music. Okay, let's sort this out. Okay, the team's out, of course, as you can see on screen. It's Mads Hermansson in goal, James Justin, Yannick Vestergaard, Connor Cody, and Victor Christiansen, Samari and Didi in midfield, Ayew, El Kanouche, and McAteer, and Jamie Vardy, the number 9, leading us. The subs are as follows: Danny Ward, Wout Faze, Caleb Okoli, Luke Thomas, Hamza Chowdhury, Oliver Skip, Bobby De Cordova Reed, Steffi Mavididi, and Patson Daka. 3-1 to Brighton, Buzz says. I think we're going to get spanked. Maybe so, mate. It could well happen. Remember as well, guys, at halftime, there will be the halftime chat with Luke and Neil and Luke and Neil. And at full time, there will be a live redirect, which redirects you straight over to the instant match reaction. The Brighton team is Verbruggen in goal, Lamptey, Van Heck, Lewis Dunk, and Purvis Estebutunan, whatever his name is, Carlos Baleba, Yashin Ayari as the 2 double pivot, Georgie Rotter, who we know well, João Pedro and as the number 10, and Mitoma. And then leading the line is the player that is linked with Leicester City in January. It is, of course, Evan Ferguson. He will be a handful for our defenders today. On the Bevs today, yep, I am on the lager today. Thank you for asking, mate. As always, I wasn't in the week actually, was I? I was on water. I think we will face dozen of shots. I tend to agree with you, mate. I do. Okay. There we go. Right, we're literally seconds away. Brighton will kick off from right to left, from where the camera is, or left to right from if you are looking from the dugout. I will get the timer ready now. We're seconds away. And the referee has a chat with the lino. He runs back now into the middle of the pitch. As I said, Brighton will kick us off any second now. There we go. We've kicked off. No, we haven't. No, we haven't. We haven't kicked off yet. Taking his time, the referee here, blimey. Even the Brighton players looking at him like, hurry the hell up. It's taking ages. Okay, we've kicked off. We have kicked off in this game. As you can see, the clock is running. The crowd need to be do their bit today. Come on, Leicester. James Justin wins the ball nice and early here. He'll play it back to Wilfred Ndidi. Now back to Connor Cody. 2-0 to Leicester, Louis reckons. The whole world smiles with you. Yeah. 2-2 tie with a late equaliser. I'd take that. Justin tries to clear it. Matoma intercepts. Justin gets out for a throw-in. Leicester throw-in. Nice. 2-0 Leicester. Yeah, Louis said. Stephanie says, hi, we will win the game. Yep. I hope so. I really do hope so. Yeah, a little duel there with Justin and Matoma. Justin gets out. It bounces back off Matoma's foot out for a Leicester throw-in, which has now been taken. We're playing ping pong with it in the air at the moment. McAteer tries to win the ball back in the centre and he doesn't. But Jordan Ayew tries this time and doesn't. Brighton still have it. Christensen and Ayew doubling up. Nicely done. It's 1 and it's back with Van Heck at the back. 3-0 Leicester. Again, I hope so. Winning until Fast comes on. We'll see. We'll see. Jordan Ayew, I think, had a little hit to the face there unintentionally. The ref just checks he's okay, which he is. We'll play on. I have today got the KDH shirt on. Don't hate. Long ball by Brighton to Evan Ferguson. He's up against Connor Cody. Connor Cody does well. Brighton throw in on the right side. Oh, no, Leicester's. Nice. Steady start so far from both teams. We put pressure on them. We put pressure on Leicester. McAteer goes in. Put pressure on Brighton. Back to the keeper, though. He goes long to the right. That should go out for a throw-in. It does. Leicester City throw-in. No 98-second goal. Yeah. Yeah, just about now we were scoring. Just about now we were scoring against West Ham. Vestergaard. Ew, into Ndidi. He does well somehow. Jordan Ayew fizzes it across the park to Bilal El Khanous, who goes out wide to Casey McAteer. Casey McAteer now up against Esteptunan. I'm terrible with this fucking name. Jesus Christ. What's his name? How do you say it? Estepinan. No idea. Is RVN good as a manager? Well, we got to win. We got to win against West Ham. Hopefully we get one today. Ball delivered by ball bounced off a Brighton player's foot there into his hand in the penalty area, but no penalty given. No penalty given. Lewis Dunk at the back. Plays it back to the keeper. He'll go short again, I imagine, to Van Heck. Yep, he does on the right side. We're putting them under a lot of pressure here, Brighton. We're putting them under a lot of pressure. They've done very well to play out still, though. And now they're found on the right-hand side. Into the middle now. Matoma back out wide. Oh, he's done Ayew. He's done Ayew. If you are new around here, please make sure to hit subscribe. Hit the like button as well. That'd be much appreciated. Brighton on an attack here. João Pedro out wide to Lamptey. Lamptey tries to put a ball in. It bounces. Oh, it's gone out for a Leicester goal kick. Interesting. What happened there? Okay. Lamptey slipped, and he put it out for a goal kick. We've been okay so far. We've pressed them well. We've been quite solid at the back. Leicester go long, looking for Ayew. He finds Ayew, bounces off his chest, and it's back to Vestergaard. Oh, a chance here for Brighton to get forward. Rutter up against Christensen. Step over, ball delivered, blocked. El Khanous tries to win it, but he doesn't. Long shot here from Brighton. Terrible, out for a goal kick again to Leicester City. I don't know why he tried that. Terrible shot from about 35 yards out. 98 people here already. If you can hit the like button, please, that would be much appreciated. Ball forward. Oh, Christensen wins it somehow. Bilal El Khanous looks for Jordan Ayew. It's blocked and out for a Leicester throw-in. 5.5 minutes on the clock. Ruud van Nistelrooy watches on. Yannick Vestergaard, Connor Cody. He'll go to Justin next. Justin plays it forward to El Khanous, who's out here, there, and everywhere at the minute. Left, right, centre. He's just roaming. Cody. Back to Mads Hummelsson. Cody again. Yeah. Anybody watching, have you got any Leicester or Brighton players in your FPL this week? Let me know in the chat. Vestergaard under a lot of pressure. He does well, though, against Evan Ferguson, so he has to hit it long to Vardy, who plays it wide to Christensen. Christensen is making a run here. He'll look for a cross, surely. Oh, my God. That was poor from Victor. Unfortunately, that was poor from Victor. He got into a dangerous area. He should have released the ball sooner, left it too late, and it was quite easily dealt with by Brighton. Vardy dropped deep well, and was able to kind of just loft a ball over the top to VK on the left. Leicester take the throw in and play it backwards now to Cody and Vestergaard. Into the middle, into Wilfred and Didi. Samari's barely had a touch on the ball so far, if I'm not mistaken. It's been played out wide quite a bit for us so far. El Khanous, 1-2 with Samari. There is a touch for him. Connor Cody. He'll hit this long. He does hit it long. Looking for Casey McAteer. He finds Casey McAteer. He is out on the right now up against Estepuninan. Samari, edge of the area, shoots, blocked. He wins it back, though. Is Casey McAteer again? Foul. Free kick to Leicester and in quite a dangerous area. I need to find a new name for this Estepuninan. I can't do it. Estepinan. Purvis. Should I just call him Purvis? That's his first name. Estepinan. Is that right? Estepinan? Estupinan. I should be all right. I should be okay. It was that Yashin guy, whatever his name is. What was his name? Yasin Ayari, who fouled McAteer there to give away this free kick. Esther Pinan. That's actually helped me, Keith. Thanks, mate. Esther Pinan. Nice. Vardy and Ayew stood over this free kick. That's a very interesting one. Estupianan. I don't think that's right, Hunter. I don't think that's right. I think you're lying. Mate. Okay, Vardy and Ayew stood over this free kick. Vardy and Ayew stood over it. Vardy's going to take it. No, he doesn't. He runs over it. Jordan Ayew delivers. Ball on Justin's head. Wide for a goal kick to Brighton. Goal kick. 9 minutes played already in this game. It's gone quick. The other games today are Fulham 0, Arsenal 0, Ipswich 0, Bournemouth 0, Leicester 0, Brighton 0, and Tottenham Chelsea is at 4:30 this afternoon. Oh, ball came to Bilal there, deflected to him. Tries to play it first time into Vardy, but it's just poorly done, unfortunately. Poorly done. Very unlucky. Oh, foul there from Bilal now. Probably out of frustration, that one. Giving away a free kick to Brighton. I think Fulham have just gone 1-0 up against Arsenal, by the way. They have Fulham 1, Arsenal 0. And I hope that's not the left back who scored that, because I took him out of my fantasy football yesterday. He's on my bench, actually. Hopefully Ipswich lose, says Ethan. Yeah, that would be good, mate. Okay, Brighton to take this free kick now. It was Raul Jimenez with the goal for Fulham. Here we go. Ball in from Brighton. Very deep. Found somebody at the back post. Well done, to be fair, but it's not as dunk. It's gone out for a goal kick, though, for Leicester City. Leicester City. 100 of you here. Thank you so much for all the support. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. If you do subscribe, this number will go up, up, up. Don't go anywhere at halftime, because we will have the halftime chat with Luke, Anil, and Neil, which will be good stuff. That'll react to the game so far. Connor Cody plays it into the midfield to Samari, who looks for Vardy. It's poorly done, to be fair. Not the best of starts of the game so far for Samari. Out wide to Jorginho Rutter now. He'll look for somebody. He does. He finds... Oh, indeed, he takes out his man there. I thought that would be a foul. And El Canouse loses the ball now. A free kick to Brighton. Advantage. Mitoma on the left up against JJ. Yeah, goal kick for Leicester. There was a couple scary moments there for Leicester. We gave the ball away in dangerous areas, but we've escaped that somehow. Ruud van Nistelrooy watching on. Let's see what he thinks to this. Long ball for Vardy to run onto. Van Heck beats him. Vardy gets it out for a throw-in. Nice. Rain. Bilal hates the British rain. Yeah, I think he does, mate. I think he does. I think you're right there, to be fair. What was I just going to check on Twitter? I've just loaded Twitter up to check some, and I can't think. I don't know. I've just seen something, by the way. Netflix is producing a documentary about Jamie Vardy. That would be glorious. I can't lie. We're 13 minutes into this game now, and Brighton are dictating most of the possession. Neither side have had anything clear cut yet, though. I'd say if I had to edge it, it would be Brighton so far, if I had to edge it some way. Mitoma, bounced off his leg there. McAteer will chase him down. Lots of space on the right for now for Brighton. Lamptey comes down the right. Lamptey will have a chance to deliver. He does. João Pedro, wide. Oh, that was close. That was close. There is the first chance of the game. The first, I wouldn't say clear cut as such, but the first big chance, I would class it as a big chance. Right to Pedro. Yeah, volley first time, just wide of the post. Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous for Leicester there. Oh, McAteer's in. McAteer's into the penalty area. Casey McAteer, poorly done. Poor execution. Blocked from Estupiñán, and it's gone out for a Leicester City corner. He's got the pace, to be fair, on Estupiñán, which I was surprised about, but I think he thought too much. I think he had too much time in the end, really, and it was poorly done. Quite poorly done. Leicester City will take this corner through Victor Christiansen. Victor Christiansen to take this one. Here we go. Christiansen delivers. Decent delivery. It's going to go out for another Leicester corner. No, Lamptey gets on the end of it and just hits it forward. Oh, Brighton have a great chance to counter now. Brighton have a great chance to counter. Oh, we've managed to get men back well. Shot saved by Hermanson. Whew. Brighton's manager will be annoyed that they haven't put that away, if I'm honest with you, because they had a lot of men forward at first and it just went on a bit too long and Leicester were able to get enough men back to defend it. So we limited them to a shot from outside the box, which Hermanson dealt with quite comfortably in the end. Best he could have done, no passing options. Connor Cody with it now. James Justin. Bilal El Kanouche on the right. He looks inside for McAteer. He does find him. McAteer's dealt with it poorly again, and he's had to go back. He's fortunate to keep the ball there, I think. Connor Cody. Yannick Vestergaard. Vestergaard under pressure now. Oh, Leicester give it away. Luckily, it's a heavy touch by Rutter, and it goes out. Leicester needs something different, I think. They need something. Rude will be having words with these. Hopefully, he has the answer. 16 minutes gone. Christensen plays it all across the box. Cody back to Hermanson. Oh, Hermanson living life on the edge there. Justin. Nicely done that from Leicester. Played out very well in the end. Took the risk, and it worked out. Yannick Vestergaard will look for a ball to Christensen on the left. Victor Christensen. Not enough options there, unfortunately. Played out very well. Really, really nicely. Really top work there. Created the triangles. Indeed, he just sends Matoma for a hot dog. Bilal comes out wide to Casey McAteer. Bilal. Justin. Samare. Samare is looking for somebody. Wilfred Ndidi now. Wilfred Ndidi out to Casey. Casey McAteer. One-on-one with Matoma. He goes inside to Bilal, who does it first time back to Ndidi. Ndidi sprays it. A good bit of possession here from Leicester. Playing some nice stuff, to be honest with you. Connor Cody out to Vestergaard. Leicester playing very high. Ayew 1-2. Vestergaard back to Ndidi. Ndidi with it. Ndidi, a heavy touch. He still gets the pass on to McAteer. Leicester dictating the play very, very nicely at the moment. James Justin. Ndidi. Samare. Samare plays it back to Cody. A lot of passes. Nothing. A lot of passes, no chance. Yeah, and we reset a little bit now. I've gone back to Hermanson. I think Rude will be very happy, though, with what he just saw. Indeed, he tries a diag to Christensen. It's dealt with by Gigi Rutter. Rutter's still with it. Bombing down. You don't get a yellow card, are you? Nice. Just puts enough pressure on him. Oh, how's Rutter still got it? Oh, it's all right, Lamptey. Jesus. I thought ball just seemed glued to his foot there. Estupiñán up against McAteer. Estupiñán. He comes inside a little bit. Plays it back to Dunk. João Pedro. Good press there from Bilal. Trying to force a mistake, I think, Leicester there at the back. Dunk again to Van Heck. Long ball there from Lamptey. Finds Matoma up against JJ. Matoma's into the box against JJ. Shot from Estupiñán. Oh my God. What a save from Mads Hermansson. Full stretch save. Mads Hermansson continues to just blow me away. Blow me away. Matoma set up Estupiñán, who hit it first time. It was going top bins. It was going top right corner. And Hermansson, full stretch, fingertips, tips it over the bar. Wow. Wow. Another great save there from Mads Hermansson. But it will be a corner now for Brighton. Ball in, dealt with by Vardy, I think it was, on the front post. Another ball in, cleared by Samari this time. Jordan Ayew with it. What can he do with it? He plays it back to Christensen, who should just get rid of it, hopefully. He doesn't. Oh, he's living dangerously. Nicely played there from Samar. Oh, just a bit of a poor pass there. We would have been able to start a counter attack. What has everyone made to the game so far? Let us know. Over 100 people watching. Make sure to comment in as well. Matoma. We've got João Pedro on the outside. He comes inside instead, though. Estupiñán. He'll go wide to Pedro. Pedro up against JJ. And gets past JJ. Oh, well done. Sprayed out wide. Matoma now. Matoma up against JJ. Oh, against Ndidi, sorry. Ndidi comes out on top. Very nicely done there by Wilf. Wilf should just put his foot through this. Nice. Nice. It's dealt with. It's dealt with well enough. It's dealt with well enough. Throw into Leicester. Brighton are a strong team. But we look like we know what we're doing, if that makes sense. Like the plan seems to be working to a degree. Ipswich have gone 1-0 up against Bournemouth. Oh, good, decent little chance here for Bilal El-Khanous to get forward. Bilal looking for Vards. Poor conviction at the end there. Intercepted quite easily. Mitoma. Estupiñán. Plays back to Lewis Dunk, who will also go to Van Heck. Van Heck now out to Lamptey. Lamptey takes on Victor Christensen and gets fouled, I think. No. I think the ref's been quite generous to us, to be fair, so far. We are struggling, though, when we get forward. I won't lie. There's not really enough people forward. But if the plan is to keep it 0-0 until half-time, then it's working, that's for sure. But we haven't got much going forward. James Justin against Matoma. Justin does enough to let it go out for a corner. He probably is, mate. Or if he isn't, he needs to put them on at half time. That's for sure. That's for sure. No, he's not being bad. He's been unlucky a little bit. But anyway, Brighton have a corner. Brighton have another corner. I don't know how many corners that is now. I think that's how many corners? It doesn't say. 2 corners for Brighton, 1 for us. 125 of you here. Thanks so much for the support. Make sure to let me know what you think to the game so far. João Pedro deflected off Jordan Ayew or Jamie Vardy and out for another Brighton corner. Another Brighton corner. No change here for Leicester. Corners galore against us. That's not a surprise, though. That happens nearly every game. Lamptey to take Estupiñán to take this. Very deep, very deep. Whoa. Over the bar. That was very dangerous corner, that was. It looked like it was bloody going in the net. I can't lie. Probably helped by the wind. Jesus Christ. In case you missed it, it's Fulham 1, Arsenal 0, Ipswich 1, Bournemouth 0, Leicester 0, Brighton 0, and Tottenham versus Chelsea is at 4:30 today. Wind is causing issues. I think so, Peter. I think so. Bilal El Khanous, he's not been great today, guys. He's not been great, unfortunately, so far, but a lot of time to make up for that. Just again, the final pass is letting him down, I think, a little bit, which is unfortunate. It didn't against Brighton. He was very good against West Ham. Very good. Van Heck now. Lamptey. Lamptey's looking for an option in the middle, which he does find. They go out wide now to Karu Matoma. Matoma up against JJ. Oh, he does well there, Matoma, to find Lamptey on the opposite side. Lamptey will deliver. Cleared by Wilfred Ndidi. Bilal is not connecting on the pass, just off. Yeah, I agree. Long ball here. Casey McAteer. There is only Mr. Vardy up with him, though, unfortunately. We have to go backwards. Frustrating. Yeah. Frustrating, really, guys. I'm not going to lie, because every time we get forward, there's just not enough support. And we either lose it or we go backwards. It's just how it is. Vardy couldn't get enough on that either to find Christensen. Christensen's chasing down the keeper. We've triggered a bloody almighty press here. Lots of numbers forward for Leicester now. Leicester City throw in. Yeah, I agree, Avalon. The pressing's good. There's a trigger there. Seems to be working quite well. We put them under an almighty press there. 26 minutes on the clock, guys. 20 minutes left of this half. A lot can happen. Mads Hermansen basically playing as a third centre-back at the minute. Like he did a lot for Enzo Maresca last season. I think we're going to see Patson Daka in the second half, by the way. Not half-time, but eventually. I also think we're going to see Bobby Decordova-Reid. Long ball from Brighton. Matoma plays it back to Estupiñán. I can see Luke's face right now from Leicester City Down Under, and he looks frustrated. Donk. Estupiñán. Estupiñán with it still. Long ball here to Evan Ferguson. Evan Ferguson into the penalty area. Out to Lamptey. Tarek Lamptey with it. Into the middle. Vardy could have got the end of that. Estupiñán plays it into the middle. Georgie Rutter. Got to deal with that, Leicester. Justin gets his foot for it. Vardy goes up to win the header. He doesn't get it. And it's going to go out for a corner throw-in for Leicester. Over 135 people here. Thank you so much. Welcome to Blue Tinted Glasses. If you're not aware, it's a Leicester City fan channel. I'm sure some of you are Brighton fans. If you are, please make sure to subscribe, because there will be tactical analysis coming up on the channel in the next coming couple of days. And it is really, really insightful. It's from Anil, who's a genius. So if you are new around here, if you are a Brighton fan, subscribe, because there will be stuff for you to see over the next few days. Starting with the instant match reaction at full time. Hermansen. Vestergaard into Samare. Brighton pressing us now. Hermansen just should get rid of it, and he does. Out for a throw-in. This is another team loving it. Yeah, you're loving the... Elaborate, Tito, mate. Loving the Leicester team. Loving, like, under Rude. I agree, mate. I think we're just so much better structured. It's really nice to see. Ayew takes out João Pedro on the edge of the box. It'll be a free kick. Dangerous area, that's for sure. Took out Rutter, not Pedro, sorry, Rutter. Still Fulham 1, Arsenal 0, Ipswich 1, Bournemouth 0, and Leicester 0, Brighton 0, with Spurs Chelsea coming later on today. That'll be a good game. I'm really looking forward to that one. Yeah, the structure, the comfortable passing, the press, loving it. Yeah, Peter says, Ayew looks slow, big worry. Depends what we want, doesn't it, Peter? Do we want Mavadidi's pace but lack of tracking back, or do we want Ayew's lack of pace but hard work? Because there's no doubt for me, Ayew's a harder worker than Mavadidi. That's bloody unquestionable in my opinion. It's going to be there's 4 men stood over this free kick for Brighton. Cody, Ayew, Samari, and Vestergaard in the wall for this free kick. It's Ayari who looks like he's going to take this one. No, Estupiñán does instead. Hermanson catches it. Quite well dealt with that. Quite well dealt with. Estupiñán, I mean, it was going kind of top bins, so Hermanson did okay there. I mean, he didn't need to dive or anything. He just kind of walked over to it, so maybe it's not so good, but 30 minutes on the clock. Hermanson. Vestergaard. Vestergaard looks for Ayew and he gives it away. Ayew, man. That's going to be a yellow card as well. The Leicester players aren't happy. I thought that was blatant free kick. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's blatant. It's a blatant free kick. I don't know what he's arguing about. Maybe they just didn't see. Yeah, I mean, we've got the replays, haven't we? Hadjar says keeper's been good so far. I mean, he's always good. He's always good. He's bloody insane. Ruud van Nistelrooy doesn't look too pleased. Doesn't look too pleased on the touchline. Estupiñán stood over this again. Ayari this time will take it. Terrible, really. Oh, no. He knew what he was doing. And it's dealt with. It's all right. Foss Hub says he needs Steffi. Well, I think we'll concede with Steffi, but if we want a goal, then yeah, maybe. We will lax. We will just lose so much defensive, well, work. But I mean, if we want a goal, then if you want to go for it, then yeah, bring him on. Bring him on. If you fancy a, there's no doubt we'll be. Oh, ball forward to Vardy. Vardy's head. It was just a poor header, unfortunately. If it was well done there by Vardy, it's going to go right to McAteer, who's basically one-on-one. I haven't seen it, Fossub. I haven't seen it, mate. And he was blowing after 10 minutes against Thingy. But like I said, mate, it's up to Ruud, isn't it? If Ruud goes for it, I'll back it, and we'll see what he can do, mate. We'll see what he can do. Victor, Samari, 1-2. Into Bilal's feet. Bilal's fouled. No. And Bilal lashes out on the floor. Hits the floor. It should have been a foul there on Bilal El Kanouche. Lamptey now. He does Ayew. I think Ayew does need to come off, to be honest with you. Daka on the wing. Who knows? This is a balanced team with what's available. He will make good subs later. I mean, yeah, I genuinely think that Van Nistelrooy would be more likely to bring on Deckard over Reed than Mavadidi, genuinely. If you want to take Ayew off, I think we'll be more likely to see Deckard over Reed. The keeper here, Verbruggen. Ndidi. Into Samare. Back to Connor Cody. Nearly 35 minutes. Nearly 35 minutes played. Cody. Samare. Back to the keeper, Hermanson. Ndidi under pressure here. Vestergaard, he's going to have to get Christensen involved. He does. Christensen loses out. Ball in. João Pedro. Ferguson. Ferguson's in. Matoma. Over the bar. Jesus Christ. Wow. Justin versus two Brighton players. Yeah. Tito says, I agree with you, Locks. Hey, great signing with Kate. Yeah, I mean, Kate's here, there, and everywhere. She does BBC. She does LTID. She doesn't do LFTV much, thank God. But yeah, she's great. She's great. She'll be on the channel again, hopefully next weekend. We are playing with fire, Ray says. Yeah, I agree. But it was like this against West Ham, mate. It was like this against West Ham. And look at the final score there. Brighton's manager is going ballistic at his team on the touchline, by the way. He is not happy. Vardy, El Canoes. We lose out only as far as... Okay, it's with Justin now. There's a foul here. Rude giving instructions from the touchline. You love to see it. Yeah, but we just seem to get away with it, don't we, Hadja? We do seem to just get away with it somehow, mate. Yeah, we do. I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying. Estupiñán on the left. Ball delivered quite well. Very deep, though. It finds Lamptey. Lamptey with it. Lamptey shoots. Wow. What a goal from Brighton. What a goal. Leicester City 0, Brighton 1. Just like that. 36 minutes on the clock. Leicester defended well. I mean, we kept them out, is what I'm trying to say. We defended well enough. The ball comes back out to Lamptey outside the area. He comes in and just shoots just outside the box. It's top bins, top left corner. Hermanson's full stretched. That is some goal. Cheers, Bowo, mate. Thanks a bunch. Are you too slow? Oh my god. And we get burned. I mean, you can tell from the comments how good the goal was. Leicester City 0, Brighton 1. 1-0 actually in all of the games in the Premier League at the moment. Fulham 1, Ipswich 1-0 up as well, and Leicester are 1-0 down. What a goal. Lamptey, what a goal. Can't even be mad at that. No, I'm not mad. What a goal it was. I mean, if anybody deserved the goal, it was Brighton for sure. That's a Fatawu special. It is indeed. Leicester have won a free kick though, halfway into their half, so we'll see what we can do with this. No one closed down the shot, Boho said. Yeah, you're right. You're right on that. Christensen and Bilal El Kanoush stood over this free kick. Christensen delivers to the far post. No one there. Annoying. Very annoying that we're 1-0 down. Again, you can't even really be mad at it. That's the thing. You can't even be mad at it. James Justin. Out wide to Casey McAteer. Ball in, cleared. Only as far as James Justin again. Samari. Samari out wide to Victor Christiansen. Samari again. Samari over to Cody in the centre. Oh, Leicester lose out. Oh, and Ndidi foul. And he's taken the boot off João Pedro. He's completely taken João Pedro's boot out. I think he's gone down the back of the Achilles or something. He has. He's gone down the back of the Achilles. Took his boot out. Yeah, it's just coming together. There's no intention, obviously. Need to get in at halftime without conceding anymore. The goal scorer was Ayu's man. Yeah, it was. How's the half been locks? Yeah, same. Just yeah. Ayu can't defend too. There you go. I mean, he can defend more than Mavididi. That's the point, mate. That's the point. He defends more than Mavididi. He tracks back. That's the point I make. I'm not saying Ayu defends great. Need just to get in at halftime without conceding anymore. João Pedro just putting his boot back on. 5 minutes to this half, as you can see on the clock below. 41 minutes played. There'll be a couple minutes added on as well. 3 or 4 probably. Ruud van Nistelrooy won't be too pleased. That we've really lacked going forwards, by the way. We've really gone... Jordan Ayew needs to come off. Wow. Jordan Ayew, man. Jordan Ayew. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Jordan Ayew just nearly gifted... Hey, that's a foul on Vards. That's a foul on... No, what? Wow. Wow. Vardy's just been wiped out there. Oh, well. Yeah, that was poor from Jordan Ayew. Very poor. Easy header to deal with, and he just gives it to them. We were very lucky. You're right. You're right. We were very lucky, Hadjar. I know. That was a bit of a weird one, Henry. That was a bit of a weird one. Van Heck going along. Leicester can't lose their heads now, because right now it looks like we're losing our heads a little bit. I can't lie. It does look like we're losing our heads. Vardy was taken out. That's poor refereeing there. He was taken out. With that yellow card, does that mean indeed he will be suspended for the next 5? I'm not sure. Yes, okay, it is. So that means it is definitely Winks then he'll be playing. If he's fit. Cody. Samari with it now. Into the middle. Bilal El Kanouche. He finds Christiansen. See, Leicester have only got one man in the middle, really, in Vardy. Bilal into Christiansen again. Ball delivered deep. James Justin! Oh, it's saved! Jordan Ayew! Oh! That was a chance for Leicester. James Justin nearly scoring, forcing a great save from Verbruggen. Jordan Ayew again now. Christiansen delivers it. McAteer this time. 50p head. McAteer finds... Oh, McAteer. Casey. What are you doing? Very annoying. Very, very annoying. João Pedro. That's how I feel, Hadjar. Oh. Casey again is going to lose it. Foul though. Ref gives us some up. Oh, surprise, surprise. We're coming up to 45 minutes on the clock, and I think the added time is... I don't know, actually. I don't know yet. That was close, Henry says. Yeah, it was, mate. It was very, very close. Long ball from Leicester. Ignore that. I don't know why it does that. Samari. Wilfred Ndidi. Oh, Wilf. El Canoose with a bit of skill there. He gets Samari on his. Oh, Jordan Ayew now. Jordan Ayew. Jordan Ayew stinker, lads and lasses. Jordan Ayew stinker today. The football needs to be more expansive from Ndidi and Samara. They are playing far too negative for Brighton's. Yeah, I'd agree with that, mate. Ayew stinker. One minute at a time, which I'm surprised about. I called this Ayew stinker. Ayew off, honestly. Chance! Oh, the ball nearly fell to Vardy there in the last second of the half. Wow. What happened there? Ball forward. Ayew wins the header. Falls to Christensen on side. Puts the ball across. It's right in Vardy. It's going towards Vardy's feet there. Donk clears it for a Leicester City corner. This will literally be the last kick of the half, I imagine. We're already over the 1 minute added time. Leicester City corner to be taken. Christian playing good. I strongly believe we can score. The passing is terrible today. Too many giveaways. Ball in from Christensen. Oh, Jordan Ayew, edge of the area. Shoots. Blocked. João Pedro. And that's going to be half time. Wow. Wowee. Half time there now in this game. Jordan Ayew with the last minute shot there. It's blocked though. Is it gone to VAR? Are we going to VAR? I think we've gone to VAR, no? No, it's half time. It's half time. Blimey. I thought they were going to VAR for something, but no VAR. Right, let's sort everything out. Right, okay. Wow. Well, that was an interesting end to the half there. As you can see on your screen, Leicester City 0, Brighton 1. Let me get the guys in. Let's click this and let's click that. There we go. Here's a Neil and here is Neil. Luke's on his way. Lads, what did we make? I'll start with you, Neil. What did you make for that half, mate?
I think we did all right for parts of it. They scored an absolute wonder goal. At the end there, we made some really good chances. I think for me, Jordan Ayew's been awful, hasn't he? He gave away 2 free kicks. He's been killing a lot of our attacks. He's not really added anything to the team. Victor Christensen's looked great. Samari's the other one that I'm a little bit like not sure. He's given away the ball a few times. To be fair, he's also done some decent stuff as well. But like, overall, I think I actually see progress from where we were earlier in the week. But I think my one criticism would be up until the last 5 minutes, I don't think we were as much of a threat on transition. Then all of a sudden we started looking a bit better and just being a bit careful on the ball. But you can see that this team's a lot better than West Ham, even though they've ultimately scored just for a wonder strike.
Yeah. I mean, Luke, Ayew has been a bit of a donkey, hasn't he, mate?
Yeah, he has been a donkey, as Neil said. He's given the ball away a lot, and he's been proper slow, stupid fouls. But I'll say this: I think no matter how we lose, I think the response was good. We didn't capitulate after we conceded that goal. I think the first 15 minutes, I said to the lads, I said, you know what, regardless of the result, I'm super happy. He had 2 days before West Ham, Ruud van Nistelrooy. We've seen improvements already, particularly the triangle passing. And how much more cohesive do you guys feel between defense into the middle and between the middle to attack? That was just bare bones and completely missing. There was like a missing link in every single build-up play under Steve Cooper, and we've already seen it get better even upon the last game. So I think we're going to continue to improve. Our 3-2 shape build-up has been decent at the back at points as well, so it's good to see that come back again. I will say, however, though, that I know I'm ranting here, but I believe that JJ a few times has been a bit scary. I think Anil pointed out that he's been playing a lot of 2-on-1s again, but still, it's just been there needs to be a bit more communication in the back four, in my opinion.
Neil, what stood out to you in that half, mate? What are you thinking?
It's an improvement over what we had against West Ham, but there's you can see the philosophy of what they're trying to improve on, which is great. We've been overall, I think we've been good. There is areas that we can definitely improve, and I think personnel is an area of that. But I'm still super happy with the way that things have gone, the way that we've changed things around, the way that, again, it's been a few. But Bilal's been in some good positions, but at times there was elements of it where I went, he's trying too much. He's trying to do too much himself. He's kind of bring other people into the game, and the lad's confident, as you can tell, but sometimes he's reined it in a little bit. But with that, you're going to get something that's going to be positive. But no, I'm happy with the way things have gone. And we have silenced a lot of threats from even compared to the West Ham game. And Brighton are a much better team than West Ham.
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny. I think this is true. So you've got quite a small XG, although we had that. It's funny. I'm looking at the stats. We've had the one big chance. Brighton haven't had any, but they've got a goal because they scored the wonder goal. But yeah, I feel like we're getting the ball in the final third more than I thought we would. We're certainly getting on a transition, but there's been moments like, do you see that one where Vardy had the header to head in McAteer and it was a poor header, or there was a few times Kanouse had the ball and there was one time where he could have played in IU, ironically. He didn't. He tried to find Vardy and it got cut out. So I think we just have to be a bit more clinical in that regard. I think it does show, though, that we're missing Buonanotte compared to midweek. Who else has stood out for you from the Leicester City team, Luke?
What stood out in a good or a negative way? Like
either. What stood out?
Okay, I think what stood out was obviously we saw 2 crosses from Christensen towards the end of that first half, which is what, if you're going to utilize him, as you mentioned, that's what you want to see from him. He's been much better on the ball. And Ndidi made a few excellent recoveries at the back, which is, he's proving today he's much better than 6 as we're used to seeing him in his past best. I think the one thing, if I were to change anything, it would be obviously Mavididi for IU, and it would be Skip for Samaria. I think Samaria has not been good on the ball either today, and I still think that there's a player there in Skip, and I think that's, if you're going to play out the back and you're going to keep possession, Skip's your man, not Samaria, in my opinion.
Do you think we've changed the system at all in that half? Because I'm not sure if El Kanouse is actually starting out wide or he definitely started in the middle, but as the half went on, the more that he drifted out to the left-hand side to help Christensen, we look better. But is he just doing that because he's getting frustrated, or has Ruud switched it around? I'm not sure. But if it was me, even if he doesn't make any changes, he should have Bilal in front of Victor Christensen and not IU there, because otherwise with IU in front of them, it just nothing's happening down that side. And yeah, I would have to say, like I said, I think everyone's saying he's been poor on both offensively and defensively. He's given away at least 2 free kicks in dangerous positions, one of which they had to, force Mads into a save. And up front, to be fair, at the end there, he's headed it in for Christensen to get behind for that cross, but otherwise he hasn't done that well. What do you make of Casey McAteer? Good comment here. McAteer hasn't made the most of his chances either. Call me a hater, but his 1v1s have been piss poor. What do we think?
I just don't think that's his skill.
Yeah.
Given the balls, his reason why he's in the team is for the pace and power. He's made some really good runs and he's taken on, but he's not the kind of player that really takes on his defender, takes on his midfielder. And just going back to the point you mentioned about El Kanouse, I think in the first 10-15 minutes, if you notice, he wasn't even playing as a 10. He was playing basically wherever he had free reign of the whole of that midfield, dropping back, playing alongside Ndidi coming on the right hand side, coming on the left hand side. So I think as the game's gone on, he's becoming more structured. He found his position more, as you mentioned, on that left-hand side. I think it's worth giving McAteer more of a shot, but it's win this formation, again, there is a difference between having a Fatawa in the team who would take his man on, cut inside, maybe shoot, or would, at the end, create space for other people and then give an assist off.
I agree with this comment. It's true. Vardy has dunked for pace, but they only need to mark Vardy because Ayew has no pace and Casey can't beat his man easily. That's why I think we don't look anywhere near as much of a threat as we did on Wednesday, because it's pretty easy what you need to do. So I think we do need to get another threat on there. You could even put, I know, I'm expecting Daka to come on at some point as well, but maybe you could put the two of them on together. Obviously, the unusual thing with this game compared to Tuesday's game is that we were ahead the whole way through against West Ham, but now we're behind. And it was noticeable that we went behind. We did start looking a bit more aggressive towards the end. How do you think Rude's going to fix that? How are we going to get a goal against Brighton?
Yeah, so just quickly to finish it up on McAteer, I think it's a shame because he's getting on the end of a lot of balls. He's making the right runs. He has got the pace, and you probably could argue that he's there to give their support for tracking back with JJ. But I think that if you're going to change things, I definitely think that you're going to take Ayew off. You're going to put Mavididi on. He's going to take his man, add two threats on that left-hand side, Christensen and Mavididi. McAteer, maybe you could make an argument that you could move Ayew to the right, and then you could take McAteer off. And then who do you bring on those? So there's horses for courses, but I definitely think that like we're not have to make drastic changes right now. I just think we need to make a few subs.
Yeah, did Ndidi pick up a yellow card in that half?
I'll check.
I know they actually carded Baliba from Brighton. I'm actually not sure they did card Ndidi, although he probably should have done it because I know that Baliba was waving the imaginary card and the referee actually booked him. But he might be out for the next game. We'll have to see that.
There's no booking that I can see at the moment.
Yeah, that's what
Baliba's on a yellow.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So far, Ndidi didn't get booked, which is good for him. Lucky, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, I've got to say, I agree definitely with the Mavididi and Ayew thing. I do think, the other one we got on the bench, you're not going to like it, but I'm seeing Bobby Reed coming on for Casey McAteer at 60 minutes as well. Well, you need someone to create something down that side. And, he had a disallowed goal. For all you're shaking your head, you've got to make the most of your squad. What do we make of Brighton so far? Have you been impressed with them, or do you think we've kept them at bay? Obviously, we've got to say that their goal from Tariq Lamptey. I mean, yeah, personally, the commentator was trying to say, oh, he shouldn't have let him have that space. Like, come on, man. It's a right back. He's cutting onto his weaker foot. He's like outside the box and he's bent one. Absolutely, that's a top goal. Sometimes even if your opposition team, you got to say that's a brilliant goal. What do you make of the rest of their play though? Because they did look threatening. You've got to say.
Yeah, I think they did, but I think a lot of credit goes to us for neutralizing them. And yeah, I think Bobby Reed could play his position. I know Luke's not a fan, but I think he could. But yeah, I think with Brighton, I can see what he's doing, but at the same time, we've managed to neutralize a lot of what they're doing by playing that mid block, then going to the low block when we need to as well. The only chance is that when they're overloading the ball, sometimes JJ's getting on one, and that can be an issue because before we've played Cody in that position to try and cover him behind and to make sure you've got that kind of defensive solidity, but at times he's left a bit exposed. So I'm happy with the way we've turned up, but I don't think it'll be interesting what Hertz does in the second half because I don't think he would have been happy with the first half, even though they're gone up at half time.
Yeah, interestingly, we actually had more possession than Brighton in that half, which didn't feel like that for a long part of it. But I think we did okay in terms of waiting in the mid block and waiting for them to push up, and then we would chase them. And I think we largely kept them at bay. I think it was a good comment there. Brighton have been poor in front of net, to be honest. I would say disappointed, but I think that's down to our setup. I think there's definitely been progression there. So for me, the two things that stand out, Luke's already mentioned one, which I think our playing out from the back and our build-up has been way better than it was against West Ham. And I think way better than it has been all season, other than that goal we scored in the first half against Nottingham Forest, which was prime Maresca ball. The other thing that I think we've done well, though, is that we've kept the ball a lot better than we did against West Ham. And so there was like one moment where I think we had the ball for like a solid 2 minutes, just passing it around, dragging them out of shape. And it was good because it gave the team a breather. So I think these are important steps for moving on to the future to make sure that we're a better team. But I think the weakest thing we've done in this game compared to against West Ham is we haven't looked anywhere near as threatening. And everyone's saying the same thing is because there doesn't seem to be that threat in behind as much anymore. Like Ayew slowing the attack down and McAteer's had a few bad touches. What do you think, Locks? Do you still think we'll lose this, or are you seeing more optimistic based on what you've seen from the half so far?
You're muted, buddy.
Sorry, mate. I think we'll. You're going to wish I'm still muted. when I say this. I think we'll lose 2-0 instead of 2-1. I don't see us scoring, unfortunately. But I'm not too concerned. I've seen enough just from the first half. I've seen really positive signs. Some of the patterns of play I've really liked. I just think at this stage, maybe that Brighton are just a bit too good for us these early days under Rude Ball. You know, we from what I've seen against West Ham and today in 45 minutes, I'm confident we will stay up. I'm confident we will pick up enough points. I just don't think today will be the one, unfortunately.
Speaking of that, I just want to mention that Ipswich are 1-0 up against Brighton, Bournemouth at the moment. So if this game stays this way, it's only 1 point from the relegation zone.
Yep.
Well, that can happen. We just have to take advantage of Man City and Liverpool and Newcastle when we play these games next up. We've also got Wolves in the mix as well, which is where we're going to go to. So I think everyone's saying the same thing. We want to see Mavididi come on for IU at half-time. Do you think he'll make that sub? I think he'll wait till half-time, personally.
60 minutes.
Yeah. But that's why Brookline here is saying it's a big test. Will he sub him off right now or not? Because I think, to be fair, if he does wait till 60, if that was Steve Cooper, would be absolutely... going mad. So
you know what is annoying me though, lads? Like the people now coming out the woodwork saying he should never have started. You should never have started. I don't get it because, like, you know, we've said it all week. We've said it all week that we think and I've seen one or two people say you should have Mavididi should have started, who literally said yesterday you should start. So I think it's easy now to say it because he's had an absolute stinker, to be honest with you.
He's got to play both sides, so you always win. That's all.
Well,
I said I guess the point is, though, is that even if Mavididi's off form or whatever, you could say that in this game, because you know that Brighton are going to play the high line, that you need to pick the right player for the right team. Yeah. And I think that is fair to say that, like, that's why IU shouldn't have played in this game, because, like I say, you're literally removing another potential, weakness that they have by putting Mavididi in. But we'll see, because to be fair, maybe the point is to exploit that a little bit later on in the game when they get a bit more tired, because we could put Mavididi and Dak on at the same time, which I think we did do in the last game, and there we go.
And you've got to make sure to get the most out of, because you remember that Christensen is bombing on a lot further forward and has been the most attacking threat. With that, you do need somebody in behind, and I don't think that person Mavididi.
Yeah. Would anyone be surprised if it's Cordova-Reid to come on instead of Mavididi?
You should leave it alone, bro. That'd be absolutely disgusting. When have you ever seen Cordova-Reid take his man on and win? And the stats would back that up at his time at Fulham as well. I don't buy it. I'm not saying he's like absolute like garbage, like never want to see him on my team again. But him coming over Mavididi would be a huge statement from Ruud van Nistelrooy and would kind of creep me out a little bit.
No, but it'd put him on the other side, surely. So I don't think it's an either or. It would be
Yeah. Just for the record, I am down. I'm down for Mavididi in the second half. I was just, putting the question out there. Could it happen? Could it not? Who knows? Because
I think skip for Samari, and I think Mavididi for IU. Simple. Boom. Luke, make me assistant.
I don't know. Have you spoken about Ndidi as well? He's gonna miss the next game.
He's not been yellow carded though.
He didn't get booked.
Did he not?
No, they booked Belieber because Belieber waved the imaginary yellow card.
Here we go. Do you want to bring that up, Locks? That's all the cards that have been given in the game to all the players, and it's just Belieber that's been given. 41st minute.
Wow, there we go.
Yeah,
I thought
he probably should have got booked, but he didn't.
Yeah, I thought IU had one as well for some reason. Anyway, yeah, that says how much attention I'm paying. So, all right then, lads. Well, the team's out. We'll see you for instant match reaction after the game. Cheers, boys. Thank you so much, Anil, Neil, and Luke. There's a substitution for Brighton. There we go. I will get the timer up and ready for us all. So as you can see, it's Leicester 0, Leicester 0, Brighton 1. And there we go. We've started the game. The second half is now underway. Keep getting your comments in. Remember, at full time, we will have an instant match reaction. Who knows what will happen in the second half? Peter says it's raining. It is. Brighton have made a change. Belieber has come off. Bobby Reid basically scored the last two games, drew the penalty in the offside goal. Shopdon reckons Bobby can cause damage. Clement disagrees and said Bobby sucks. JD looks good defensively. Funny how that works when the manager doesn't put him out to dry. Yeah, I'd agree with you there, mate. IU's still on. He is indeed. Come on, the lads. Come on, Leicester. Leicester with an early attack. Slow it down a little bit there. Indeedy. Connor Cody. We're playing very high, boys. We're playing very high. Vestergaard, Samare. James Justin. Ooh, nearly. Oh, we've given it away. Oh, we've got lucky there. We've got lucky. Still got the ball. Kickoff just started, man. Yeah, I know, man. 46 minutes on the clock already. Look at that. 1 minute gone already. Wow. Oh, you're behind, Henry. Ndidi. Cody. Vestergaard, sorry. Connor Cody. James Justin. They're pressing us. We have to go back to Mads Hermansson. Hermansson into Samare. Jordan Ayew finds Victor Christensen. Vardy's in the box. Ooh, he's made a hash of it. Van Heck has. Ayew chases him down. Christensen now presses. Bilal wins it. Bilal sweeps it up nicely. We're on the left-hand side here. Bilal. Christensen overlap. Christensen delivers. Vardy gets it. Vardy. Oh, Van Heck wins it. Georgie Rutter. Pedro. Samari should get back there. Nicely done, Samari. Nicely done. No changes for Leicester. One change for Brighton. Baliba off. And on is... Who is it? Weefer, whatever his name is. But yeah, Baliba's come off. He was booked. Back again, no changes. Yep. Jamie Vardy in the box. Jamie Vardy. Bilal El Kanouche. Vardy. McAteer. Back to Vardy. James Justin. Back to Vardy. McAteer again. Leicester City corner. Oh, yeah, that was decent from Leicester there. We got into the area. Vardy was pulled too far out wide, though, unfortunately. Bilal El Kanous will take the corner, and he's having an argument with the lino about whether the ball was on the line or not, on the corner line. Here we go. El Kanous to deliver this corner for Leicester City. Ball in. Cleared by Brighton quite easily. Samari goes up to win it. He wins it, but it comes back to Brighton, and now Brighton will start a counter-attack. That's going to be Samari's ball, surely. Yeah, no foul there. Indeed, it was, sorry. No, never a foul. I don't know what Pedro's asking for. Yeah, and Didi and João Pedro, there was nothing in that at all. Why are you 30 seconds late? Am I? Not as far as I'm aware, mate. Not as far as I'm aware. Hadjar says too much diving. I mean, there's a delay because obviously I'm not at the game. The game's live, but yeah. And Didi's down injured. He's getting some attention. Too much dive. From João Pedro there. I don't know if it was a dive as such. I mean, there was a coming together, but it wasn't really Aye's fault. They're just showing the goal back. Lamptey, what a screamer. Top left corner. Really nice goal there. Really nice goal. Still Leicester 0, Brighton 1. I've got the lucky Vardy. I've got the lucky Vardy thing here. Sitting on my laptop. Ruud van Nistelrooy having an interesting chat with Ben Dawson. Oliver Skipp is going to be coming on for Ayew. There we go. First change of the afternoon for Leicester City. Oliver Skipp on, Wilfred Ndidi off, who did pick up an injury. It is an injury for Wilfred Ndidi. Did you see the £100 Vardy figure? Yeah, what a joke, man. Fucking rip-off. Absolute rip-off. Boubacar Samari here. Jamie Vardy. Samari to James Justin, who goes wide looking for McAteer. Nice little attack here for Leicester. Samari, Bilal El Khanous. He finds Vardy. Vardy's in. Shoots. Blocked. Wide. Wide. Samari wins the ball there. Good tackle. Brighton throw in. What a pass. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's a shame. That's a shame. Leicester City goal throw in here. McAteer. Again, it's going to be another Leicester City corner here. Another Leicester City corner. By the way, I've just seen the club statement on Mikel Antonio. Apparently, it's a lower limb fracture following the road traffic accident, and he's in hospital. Finally get the corner. Here we go. Come on. Another corner attempt for Leicester. Another one. Christensen to deliver. Oh, it's low. It's not very good by Victor Christensen. Oh, Brighton have a count. Oh, Oliver Skipp as well. Very well. Very well by Oliver Skipp. Casey McAteer. Oh, he loses it. He's been a little bit weak there, unfortunately. By the way, Wilfred Ndidi's injury did look like a hamstring, unfortunately. Brighton on another attack here. Evan Ferguson, well in from Connor Cody. Christensen back into the midfield. Jordan Ayew. El Khanous. I don't know how, but I'm catching up. Good stuff, mate. Good stuff. Vestergaard, Cody. JJ. Brighton play it back to the keeper. They come out now to Lamptey. Lamptey up against Ayew. Ayew's chasing him down. They go into the middle here. Matoma on the left. JJ up against Matoma. It's end-to-end stuff at the minute. João Pedro shoots. Blocked. Brighton corner. Corner for Brighton. Estupiñán. It's low. It's well done there by Brighton. They've still got it. Skip clears. Oh, Vardy tries something and gives it away. Oh, they're in. Oh, Leicester get away with that. Deflection. 2 or 3 deflections. McAteer, no composure. I agree. Nathaniel Orchard, how have we been playing? So-and-so. Another chance here for Lamptey, who's getting forward. Oh, Samari defends it. The ref says no foul. Bilal tries a little turn there. He can't quite get on the end of it. Lamptey. Dunk. João Pedro. Sorry, Matoma. Matoma out to Lamptey. Back into the middle. We have definitely improved on reducing chances against us. I think Ayew needs to come off now, though, to be fair. Well in from Bilal El Khanous, wins the ball brilliantly. He's going to go out wide to Casey McAteer. Casey McAteer up against Estupiñán. Skip can't quite get on the end of it, unfortunately. Fuck. Estupiñán. Well, Brighton have had 0 chances in this game. Big chances. Would you believe that? Brighton have had 0 big chances in this game. They have, however, had 11 shots, which is a reduction, right? So it's a reduction. But on the flip side, we've had 5 shots and 1 big chance. So we need to do better as well. We need to do better. We're slow. Hadjar says, I would agree with that, mate. I'd agree with that. I think someone might be warming up for Leicester. I can't quite see. McAteer is completely out of his class. Yeah, I know. It's not good enough, really, is it? I did say this in the week. He's a championship player. Well in from Vestergaard. Wins the ball quite well there. Bilal. There's just not enough forward for Leicester, and there hasn't been all game. It's not even the personnel. I don't know if it's tactically. Jamie Vardy presses the keeper. They do well, though, to play out. Brighton do. Brighton playing with it in the midfield now. Estupiñán. Fucking hell. Anyway, Leicester goal kick. I think I need these bad boys on. I can't lie, guys. Vestergaard. Hermanson. He's got Samari there to bounce the ball off if he needs it. He goes out wide to Cody instead. Back to Hermanson. Mavididi is on the move. Ray Tolerico says Mavididi is on the move. Wow, JJ went ahead of there. El Khanous tries to win the second one. Doesn't. Brighton win the third as well. And the fourth. Samari wins the fifth. Connor Cody with it. Samari, so calm on the ball, by the way. He looks so calm on the ball. Vestergaard. Jordan Ayew. Vestergaard. Cheers, Michael, mate. Much appreciated. Cody. What can Cody do with it? JJ. JJ runs down the right. JJ's still got it. JJ's tackled. Leicester throw in. JJ did well there. Lewis Dunk won the ball, obviously, and it went out for a Leicester throw in. I think it's been taken. It has. We're back with Vestergaard. Connor Cody. Back to JJ, probably. Yep. JJ goes to Bilal El Khanous. Mavididi and De Cordova-Reid. Mavididi and Bobby De Cordova-Reid will be coming on any second now. Jordan Ayew Tries to take on Lamptey. He does quite well. He back heels to Christensen. Christensen comes back inside to Oliver Skip. Oliver Skip finds James Justin, who does a little short pass to Connor Cody. Vestergaard. Ayew finds Christensen. That weren't out. That weren't out, ref. The ref's just blown, saying the ball went out of play when it didn't. It didn't go out. It didn't go out. Casey McAteer off. Bobby De Cordova-Reid on. Jordan Ayew off. Steffi Mavididi on. I'll repeat that again. It's Casey McAteer off. Bobby De Cordova-Reid on. Jordan Ayew off. Steffi Mavididi on. Let's see what dynamic that brings to the match. De Cordova-Reid is on the right side. Steffi Mavididi playing off the left where Jordan Ayew was. Verbruggen, the keeper, plays it out to Lewis Dunk. Leicester pressing though. Jamie Vardy now will press the keeper. They have to go long. Out to the left to Estupinan. They've gone long to Lamptey this time. Mavididi will press. Vardy fouls him, unfortunately. Free kick. I don't know how much full speed you'll get from Mavididi, mate. You might get a couple sprints. I think that's about it. Yeah, man, let's see if they can impact. Absolutely. Tito says, took the right players off. I'd agree. Those two can stay on the field. I would say also get Daka on for Vards. If I'm honest, I would say get Daka on. But we'll see what happens. Lewis Dunk back to Verbruggen, the keeper. They played out very nicely there, Brighton now. Very nicely. Samari's going to try and tackle his man, but he's ran past. Good counter-attack here for Brighton. They've got a good chance here at getting another goal. Ball in. Rutter at the back post, over his head, over his head. Daka on, Freddie says. They've still got it though. Lamptey, ball in, cleared this time by Samari, and now Christensen needs to try and get it forward somehow. He's being pressed like fuck. Oh, he's giving it away. He's giving it away. Now Vestergaard has to take one to the face. Wow, man. That was living dangerously, living life on the edge. There, Leicester. Oh, shit. I've just lost my screen, guys. There we go. That should do it. Bear with me a second. Mavididi sprinting back. Yeah. Brighton still with it. Foul. Is that a foul on De Cordova-Reid? That was a foul on De Cordova-Reid. By João Pedro. What are the scores on the doors? It's Fulham 1, Arsenal 1. William Saliba scoring in the 52nd minute. Was that another corner? Somebody let me know. Was that another corner goal for Arsenal? Hermanson goes wide to Mavididi, who doesn't win it against Lamptey, who's about half his size. It's all good, though. It's all good. Vardy chases down Lewis Dunk. Can't get it. Brighton still with it somehow. Rutter, wow, won by Bilal El-Kanouche. Lovely stuff. Bilal El-Kanouche got a few runners here. Ah, loses it, man. We've still got it somehow. Mavididi, skip into Victor Christensen. Oh, it's poorly done by Christensen, and Brighton deal with it, man. Fucking hell, how frustrating can this get? It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Mavididi with it again. Tries to deliver a ball to Vardy. He does. So far, it's wide. It's wide. It's wide. It's wide. Vardy could have done better there, I feel. I feel Vardy could have done better. Ahmed says Vardy missed. Yes, he did. Mavididi tried to challenge there and he went on his arse. Brighton come forward. Rutter on the right. He's got another runner from Lamptey, but he goes inside instead. Rutter delivers a great ball in. Justin just about deals with it. Goal kick for Leicester. Wow. Rutter did well. Wow, Michael says Arsenal goal was a corner. Would be nice to see Daka on now. I'd agree with that, mate. I agree with you. Get Patson Daka on. He did cause a bit of mayhem against West Ham, but we were 1-0 up at that point. So how will he fare needing a goal? I don't know. They just ran through us. Yep. Samari. Connor Cody. We've been okay at the back. I'm not going to lie. Bilal. Skip. Bilal. Connor Cody. Back to the keeper, Mads Hermansen. Victor Christensen now. Mavididi coming in. Mavididi takes on Lamptey. He beats Lamptey. He loses it, though. Leicester City corner. Leicester City throw in. Victor Christensen. Yannick Vestergaard into the middle. Skip. Cody. Justin. Bilal. Bilal El Kanouche. Skip. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Cody. Skip. Bilal. Nice football here from Leicester. Vardy. Samari. Samari goes out to Mavididi on the left. Mavididi now. Mavididi running at his man. He goes inside. He goes down. He loses the ball. Only their wonder goal separates us. We can get some out of this. I mean, even if we don't, mate, Tito, even if we don't get something from it, I think the performance has been good enough, right? I don't know if you agree. I'm encouraged. Mavididi now. Looks for Vardy. He finds Vardy. Dealt with quite easily. It was a bit of a half chance that. Into the box. Ball in. I don't know about anybody else, but I think this is a better performance than all of Steve Cooper's games. Is that fair to say? I don't know. I think it is. I think it's fair to say it's better than all of Cooper's games. I really do. Let me know if you think I'm out of line by saying that, but I don't think I am. 3 changes coming on for Brighton. 3 changes coming on for Brighton, and João Pedro will be making way. João Pedro will be making way. We've got Danny Welbeck coming on. We've got Matt O'Reilly. I am shitting it now. Adingra as well, I think that is. Yeah, we could be in trouble here, boys. I'm not going to lie. And girls, boys and girls. Ayari, Ferguson and Pedro off. Welbeck, O'Reilly and Minter on. They've brought on the big guns to finish this game off. They've brought on the big guns to finish this game off, I feel, Brighton have. They've brought on some very good players. Such strong changes there from Brighton. The fact they've got them 3 players on the bench is frightening. Wow. There was a long ball in there from a free kick. It found its way out of play, and it's going to be Christensen to take it. for a throw-in. Samare. Bilal El Kanoush goes out wide to Bobby D. Cordova-Reid. Bobby D. Cordova-Reid's got a run from Bilal El Kanoush, who puts the ball in. Keeper Verbruggen sweeps up and claims it. Better performance, but how many chances have we actually created? Needs to be better. We've got one big chance. That's it, Nathan. Keith says Brighton will now press, but we can now have the counter advantage. We'll see. Is that a free kick for Leicester? I think it is. Or a throw-in. It's a throw-in. Ruud van Nistelrooy being very, very, very vocal on the touchline. Vestergaard. Oliver Skip. Poor pass from Vestergaard. Skip had to reach for it. Bilal El Kanoush getting back. Lovely there. Mavididi. Bilal El Kanoush looking for... He's not been good enough today, Bilal. He's not been good enough today. Final ball, let him down there. 72 minutes on the clock. 72 minutes on the clock. Vestergaard to Cody. To Justin. 140 people here. Please, mate. I love you all. Thanks so much for the support. Make sure to hit the like button as well if you haven't already. Because if I'm not mistaken, there is, like I said, 140 people here. But likes, we're only on... Hold on. We're only on 58 likes and there's 140 people here. That's crazy. Steffi Mavididi. Yannick Vestergaard. Samare. Justin. Back to Vestergaard. Mavididi. And he tries a back heel. Gives it away, but he claims it back. Thankfully, plays it back to Vestergaard. 55, Abdul says. 55 likes and 140 people. Look at that conversion rate. Not very good, is it? Skip. Oh, hey, that's a red card. Send him off, ref. Dirty. Send him off. Challenge on Samari. I'm being over the top, by the way. It weren't a red card. Yellow card. Dirty. Dirty from Weefer. Send him off, ref. Send him off. Yeah, no wrong with that. It's all right. No wrong with that. 50-50. 50-50. Fulham 1, Arsenal 1, Ipswich 1, Bournemouth 0, Leicester 0, Brighton 1. Daka is coming on. Love to see it. Come on, Patson, mate. Connor Cody now at the back. Plays it to Hermanson. Leicester will rebuild. Brighton are in. Danny Welbeck's in. Minter's in, sorry. It's poor, though. Hermanson clears. Jesus Christ. Brighton do a lot of whinging. I mean, they've got Rutter from Leeds on the pitch. You know what I mean? He is a massive whinger. I think Rutter's gone off now, actually. But yeah, he was on. Lamptey comes into the middle. Plays it back to Lewis Dunk. Leicester will trigger that press now, even though they are tiring for sure. El Kanoush tries to get a leg in, but he can't. Lamptey. Dunk. Dunk will go out wide to Estupiñán. Got it in the end. Dunk. Cody wins the header. Samari tries to win the second ball, but he can't. Now Brighton will attack. Here's Danny Welbeck. Danny Welbeck's got runners. Minter's in. Claimed by Hermanson. And we should... Welbeck's getting in the way of him. Hermanson gives Welbeck a bit of a shrug. Minter looks scary, by the way, on the right-hand side. He looks frightening. Lightning frightening. Scary guy, man. He is quick and he is agile. Verbruggen. Seems quite easy for Brighton at the minute, guys. I'm not going to lie. Seems quite easy for them. Matt O'Reilly with it. Estupiñán. Back to Donk. Very easy for Brighton at the moment. Point is vital for table standings with Ipswich winning. Yeah, I mean, we can hope that Ipswich and Bournemouth, something happens in that game, but it looks all Bournemouth to me by looking at the stats, but we'll see. 77 minutes on the clock. Wasting chances, Abdul says. Here's Mavididi on the left. Mavididi's into the penalty area. Ball in over the top. No one there. No one there. Connor Cody. Vestergaard. Ball forward and just no one's on the end of it. Leicester City throw in. Brighton throw in. It's just not working, lads and ladies. It's just not ticking for us. We are just clueless around the box with final pass. Bring on Chowdhury for a bit of steel and Daka for pay. I can't believe Daka ain't on yet. 12 minutes left. Estupiñán. Mitoma. Estupiñán. Goes back to the keeper. Vardy chases it down. Samari. Ooh, tight space there. Now Brighton are on the counter. Brighton are in. Minter. He's going to score. And he scored. Leicester City are 2-0 down. Minter has just made our defence look like they are League One standard. Leicester City 0, Brighton 2. Leicester City 0, Brighton 2. Just like that. Samari was trying to work with it in the tight space. Again, the ball just over the top. Minter gets it. He does Christensen once. He does Christensen and Cody a second time. Goes far post. Slots it in bottom left corner. It's pretty grim, I can't lie. Pretty grim. New manager bounce soon went. Well, yeah, I mean, to be fair, up until Ndidi went off, I can't lie. Up until when Ndidi went off, we were doing okay and we were competing well, but yeah, I don't know. Pretty rough day. Ipswich still 1-0 up against Bournemouth. Fulham and Arsenal still 1-1 at the moment. Yankuba Minter, the goal scorer. Wout Faze is on for Leicester City, and for some reason, Patson Daka still isn't on. He is on. Daka's on. Dan Bit says, had to switch off. Can't stomach that. Yeah. Who did Daka and Fass on? Who came off? I didn't even notice. Off was... It doesn't say yet. Bilal El Kanouche off and... JJ, is it? No. Vestergaard Vestergaard off. There could be another one here. There could be another one for Brighton. Cody gets rid. Mavididi now. Cody was ordinary with his block. That's the quality player. We need to put it away. We've got such poor wingers. Some real shopping to be done in the summer. What about January, mate? What about January? Fucking hell, let's get that done first. Made Cody and Christensen look like mugs. I'd agree with that. That's for sure. Verbruggen gets out wide. Dunk into O'Reilly. Brighton throw in. Second half's been, in my opinion, considerably worse than the first. Steve says there's a complete lack of football IQ within the squad. Robert Clark, who is a member of the channel. Thank you, Robert. If you do want to become a member, by the way, there's 125 people here. If any of you want to become a member, there's a join button underneath the video, which you can join the membership. Defense still shit. What does Chowdhury have to do to get a game? Costa says, hey, Locks, I've been listening to you, but not commenting as watching the game. No worries, mate. Everyone rants when Mavididi isn't playing. Can't put a ball into a player in a box. Deckled over Reed with it now. Oliver Skip gives it away. And Brighton have another attack. Matt O'Reilly here. On the plus side, Samari looking like a player. Some great moments for him. Hopefully, Ndidi is not badly injured. Feels like the instructions that are given are good. It's just our player quality and IQ that's letting us down to get the ball on the net. We're on 7,399. The next subscriber will become the 7,400 subscriber. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. One away. Chowdhury isn't good enough for Premier League. Oh, they're in here. Minter again over the bar. NFFC says, remember when Manny said this is a top 10 squad? Yeah, it was never a top 10 squad. Never a top 10 squad. 25 million for Skip is fucking horrendous. Decent display, to be honest. Skip non-existent since he came on, though. Yeah. Lefty, mate. It took us one game to get a win, and it took Cooper 6. I wouldn't go there, mate. I wouldn't go there. We look considerably better in this loss than we have in all of the Steve Cooper games. Even the games Steve Cooper won, we look better today when we've lost. We look better today losing than we did in the Bournemouth game, which we won, and the Southampton game that we won. Yeah, Michael, mate, it's relentless now. It's relentless. It's relentless games. We'll have Wolves in between the tough period, but we'll see. Skip to Hermanson. It wouldn't surprise me, Ethan. I reckon we'll stay up if we make 2 or 3 signings in the summer, in the winter window. Ethan says someone Leicester fan TV will say Cooper should have stayed. 100%, mate. Mugs. Some of them are mugs. Our trousers were pulled down with 25 million for Skip. That's Daniel Levy for you. Our midfield is awful. It's full of maybe players and cast-offs from teams we should look to be better than. Some serious money needs spending. Rude is the right man with 3 new additions. We'll be fine. We need Bournemouth to tie it up to save our day. We are fighting, playing well. Got something about us. Just need 2 or 3 players of quality to join in Jan. Vardy, goal! Goal for Jamie Vardy. Goal for Jamie Vardy. Rude is telling the fans to get up for it. Let's see what happened here. Sorry, I did miss it while I was reading the comments. It's Oliver Skip. Oliver Skip goes plays a nice ball into Decordova-Reid. Decordova-Reid finds Vardy and he slots it in first time volley into the bottom right corner. I will update the score now. It is Leicester City 1, Brighton 2, with just under 4 minutes left of the game, normal time. Rai says, yay. Mr. Jamie Vardy, 1 goal closer to the 100. Is it 150 that he's chasing down? Oh, Brighton are in again. That's a free kick in a very dangerous area. Wout Faze took him out. Daka to get equaliser. Yellow card for Buba Samari there, I think. He's now 8 away from 150 Premier League goals. Mental. Edge of the area. It's going to be a dangerous free kick here for Brighton. Really dangerous. Really dangerous. I think it's Welbeck and O'Reilly stood over this. Minter's there as well. Arsenal 2-1 up against Fulham. Ipswich and Bournemouth is now 1-1. Ipswich-Bournemouth is now 1-1. So that's helped us out a little bit. Looks like Matt O'Reilly's going to... Oh, my God. Samari misses the next game as well. Is that true? Is that true, Henry? Is that confirmed, Henry? Ndidi doesn't, but he's injured. Ndidi never got booked. Matoma's off and whoever that is on. I don't know who he is. Never seen his face in my life. But indeed, he is injured. He never got booked, though. But he is injured. So, yeah, he looked like a hamstring. So, fucking God knows how long it's for. It's going to be a Leicester City throw-in. Leicester are going for it here. 89 minutes nearly on the clock. Samare, under pressure. Oh, he's giving it away. Thankfully, Fast gets to it. Connor Cody now. Cody into Samare. Leicester have a lot of players forward here. Poor ball from Samari, headed out for a throw-in. Yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see what the officials think, mate. Samari across to Cody. Cody to Fast. Fast back to Samari. Brighton are compact at the minute. Mavididi 1-2 is Samari. Loses it. Oliver Skip's got it, though. Back to Mavididi. Mavididi, nice little touch. Finds Christensen on the left. Christensen's... Oh, he can't keep the ball at his feet, and it's gone out for a throw-in again. Hopefully 10 minutes extra time. We're about to find out. That's for sure. I think the Arsenal game was chalked. The Arsenal goal was chalked off. Still says 1-1 here. Mavididi finds Daka. Daka finds Christensen. Victor Christensen. Cross in. Off the back of Mavididi. Off the back of him. Brighton have it now. Decordova-Reid chased down. 5 minutes added time. 5 minutes. Mavididi finds Jamie Vardy. Yes! Get in there! 90th minute equaliser from Bobby Decordova-Reid. Oh my God. Leicester have scored two late goals here to come back from 2-0 down. It was brilliant play. And we've equalised. Somehow we've equalised. It's Leicester City 2, Brighton 2. I can't believe it. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Let's talk you through it. Brighton under pressure. Mavididi wins it. He plays it through to Vardy. Vardy just squares it to Bobby Decordova-Reid, who slots it in. Back of the net. Nicely done. And it's Brighton, Leicester 2-2. Leicester 2, Brighton 2. Wow. Wow, 90 minutes gone. Costa's buzzing. Andreas is buzzing. Ray's buzzing. Sandips is getting. Come on, Leicester. Come on. Yes. Brilliantly, that drops Brighton down from those happy days, buddy. Fofu says yes. Burrow, fucking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant that was. That was absolutely brilliant. And I'm going to say it, Mavididi, what an impact. Because he won that ball there. He won that ball. End the game now. Keith says Foxes never quit. We've got a lot of time to play still. We've got probably still another 4 minutes to play because of the celebrations there. Rude. Long ball from Brighton. They will attack us now. They had shut up shop. Maz Hermanson with it. Pumps it long. Cherry's equalizer, yeah. Andreas is a 2-2 bet. Foxes never quit is back. Absolutely. Leicester City throw in now. It'll be deckled over Reed to take it. He gives it to Justin, I think. We've probably got about 3 minutes left of this game. Skip to Justin. Brighton clear. Brighton are rattled as well. Johnny Boy says so bloody happy. I think we're all happy, mate. I think we're all happy. This is what we watch football for. Wout Faze. Victor Christiansen. Leicester very high here and they're being pressed. Steffi Mavididi. Mavididi's got options. Just pick one. He goes over the top looking for Vardy. It's cleared by Van Heck. Mavididi takes out his man. Right decision there. Right decision. Take the foul. Van Heck. Oh, Christensen does well to get back. He just wants to get rid. Minter with it though. Minter's got it. Long ball. Oh, they win it. They win it. They shoot from range. Hermanson into his hands. Come on, Leicester. We are good at football again. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, mate. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. That was so well played, by the way, that goal by Mavididi and Daka. They're the two that made that. Long ball from Leicester, dealt with by Brighton. It's going to be a throw-in for Leicester. Probably a minute and a half left. A minute and a half left. Bournemouth have just scored a late winner against Ipswich as well. Bournemouth have just scored a late winner against Ipswich. Bournemouth have scored a late winner against Ipswich. Samari with it. Samari still got it. Samari's doing great. Fouled. Edge of the area. Edge of the area. Last minute. Bournemouth have just gone 2-1 up. Bournemouth have just gone 2-1 up against Ipswich in the 90th minute as well. Let's not forget Brighton are a good team. They are a good team. They are a good team, mate. 100%. That is important to remember. It's Mavididi, James Justin, and Wout Faze stood over this free kick in the 95th minute, and there was 5 minutes added time. Vardy's not scored, mate. Vardy's only scored one. Mavididi to take this. About 30 yards out, something like that. Oh, took the free kick, deflected. Oh, he's blown the whistle. He's not let us take the... He didn't let us take the corner. And that's full time. That's full time. Leicester City found themselves 2-0 down up until the God knows what, the 86th minute. The 86th minute, Leicester were 2-0 down, and we have ended this game and somehow got a point from it against Brighton. The Desmond 2-2 was predicted by many, including a nil, and it's happened. It's somehow happened. We've come back from 2-0 down, and we have drawn the game. Costa says a draw. I'm happy with that. My weekend isn't ruined. Abdul Rahman says, Abdul Rahman, yeah. W's in the chat. Yeah, W's in the chat, boys. Get the W's in the chat. This will be like a win for us, 100%. Bunch of whinges or whingers, Peter says. Absolutely. A good point, Peter says. This is why we watch, Tyler says. Exactly. Bournemouth came back as well to win 2-1. They were 1-0 down to Ipswich. So that's now meant that we're 1 point better off than we were against Ipswich, at least, earlier today. Let's have a quick look at the standings as well. So we are currently on 16th, 1 point ahead of Palace behind us. And we're 5 points ahead of Ipswich, who are 18th in the league. Wolves obviously have a game in hand still. Everton as well, who are just above us. 5 clear, Andrea says. Bournemouth scored. Yes, they did. Bobby deckled over Reed shooters. Shuts the haters up. Akif says Jamie Vardy does indeed have a magic hat. Yes, he does. RVN still unbeaten. Good point in the end. Yeah, 100%, mate. Couldn't agree with you more. New member here. Good game of football. New member? Oh, like new viewer. Sorry. Good game of football. Honestly, positive result. I enjoyed the live. Thank you for the stream. Have a good one, mate. Thank you so much, pal. Much appreciated. Hadja. Make sure to be here next weekend for Leicester Newcastle. Vardy or Bobby, man of the match. We'll find out soon. The lads will talk about it. I told Luke he will love a Bobby equaliser. There we go. Vardy 12 in a row. Could well happen, mate. It could well happen. Look at that from Tyler. Thank you, Tyler, for the super chat, mate. Much appreciated. Luke, humble pie time. Bow down to Bobby Reed. Tyler says, Luke, humble pie time. Bow down to Bobby Reed. Because he had a go at me, Luke did, when I joked about Bobby Deckwood over Reed. Alone, or give it a rest, or something like that. Cheers, Tyler, for the 199, mate. Much appreciated. We do appreciate every bit of support on this channel. Just being here is more than enough, but thanks for the super chat. Buzz says Cooper could never do that. Shrek says Rude Hud and his merry men steal a point. 2-0 up and you fucked it up. Yeah, play back the chat. I called it 2-2 late equaliser. I remember, mate. I remember. Peter said Brighton crumbled at the end. That result is fucking massive for our morale. Yeah, like the stream. Henry says, please listen to Henry. Henry's a smart guy. Akif says Bobby Decoud over Reed deserved one after the West Ham goal was disallowed. Vardy, man of the match. Good job, lads. Night Traveller says a draw felt like a victory today. It did indeed. It did indeed. I mean, look, let's not pretend we didn't see comebacks under Cooper. We did. We came back from Southampton to win. We came back from Ipswich to equalise. We've seen it before. There is no lack of fighting spirit in this squad throughout the whole season. But you just got to feel like today... What's Paul Merson said, mate? Let me know, because I hate that guy, man. Tell me what he said. Rude's unbeaten run. You can't help but feel today was slightly different to the other ones, because the Ipswich game, the Southampton game, they were down to 10 men. Today, it was 11 v 11. Brighton, who were in 5th. I'm guessing they're still in 5th. They're 7th now. They were in 5th. Wow. Anyway. Last few comments, get them in now. Buzz says, you know, if IU didn't have a stinker, we'd have won that. IU had a stinker, but take a point. A Prem manager continues. Rude's unbeaten run as Prem manager. Yep. And as soon as the first went in, I had a feeling the second was coming. Brighton started looking shaky. We had a way larger attacking threat today, Buzz said. And Akif said, Mavididi redeemed himself for me. Right, guys. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Because we have the instant match reaction with a nil, with Luke, and with Neil. What that means is there's a live redirect on this stream that you're watching now. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to press any buttons or come off and go back on. Nothing at all. You will be directed straight to the instant match reaction live as soon as this one ends. Don't go anywhere. Leicester get a point. Somehow we've salvaged a point. When you head over to the new stream, tell Luke, bow down to Bobby Reed. That's what I want everyone to do. In the chat, on the next stream, say, Luke, bow down to Bobby Reed. That's your task. Here we go. This is time for the instant match reaction. Cheers all. Bye.